Welcome to Jujers right here. Today in this video, we are gonna do a little tour, or a little tour. Don't you mean a full tour? Yes, a full tour of my Minecraft city builds based on the Bay Area, which we're gonna conclude the two territories of the Bay Area coming soon. So starting off, you got UC Berkeley, the famous gate of UC Berkeley. And yeah, UC Berkeley is known by its technology and a lot of stuff. And yeah, I do have a lot of friends that goes there. Couple of them. And some couple movies filmed there like what, Oppenheimer? That's all I can think of. And right here you got the stadium of UC Berkeley, California Memorial Stadium, and we all know the alumni that plays in UC Berkeley like Aaron Rodgers, Jared Goff, and Marshawn Lynch. So this is how I build UC Berkeley. And I have some mountains. Well, since I'm putting mine in the flat world, but it's a lot of progress to make. And right here, what I'm looking at is the town, aka Oakland. So in the middle, you see a Oakland Federal Building, and on the left, you see a Oakland City Hall, and then you see a random pink building, so we don't need to really explain that. And the clock tower is the Oakland Tribune Tower. That's what it's called. So it wasn't supposed to be tall, but a perfection is art, but it makes a lot of progress. Let's just say that. So you got the Oakland Tribune Tower, you got the Oakland Federal Building, and you got the Oakland City Hall. And right here, oh yes, it says hyphy because Oakland is known of its hip hop history, evolution, and this is Fox Oakland Theater, but I just make it hyphy so I could fit the words, and it's Oakland. And then is what I like, the town. So I started building Oakland in 2023 of last year, and the Oakland Federal Building was my first Oakland buildings I built and went out as a success, and it looks really beautiful. Magandan. Well, beautiful in Tagalog. And right here you got Lake Merritt, so you might you might seen this in what, Warriors Parade, and I think there's like a famous movie scene scenery from a Tupac movie. I forgot what it's called, but anyways, well, not a lot of stuff, but I just want to express my rough drafts. And what I'm looking at right here is the Oakland Arena and the redevelopment of the Oakland Coliseum. It was hard to build the Oakland Coliseum, and good thing Oakland has a team called the Oakland Roots in soccer. Yeah, it's tough to see the Oakland Athletics and the Oakland Raiders leave Oakland, but more painful is the Warriors leaving Oakland because the atmosphere is really different than Chase Center. So this is what I built of Oakland Arena, which is formerly called Oracle Arena, and then let's just tour a little bit of the inside of the Oakland Arena. So whoop. So not everything's complete, and yes, this I know it's now like a concert of where you see anyone like I'm trying to think of one E40 twice and any other artists I can know. And yes, I did build a basketball court here. And what is this? This is where the Warriors came out from their lockers and where Steph Curry makes his full court shot from the tunnel. Good times. And I really miss the atmosphere of Oracle Arena. So this is your inside of the Oakland Arena. And now we are going to go to 880, and then that little mini arena duplication. It's just a mini version of the Oakland Arena. And oh, I want to show you this one. I almost forgot. This is BAM. The logo is inspired by the town logo, where the Warriors used their 2017 through 19 jersey. You know, the black and yellow. That was one of my favorite jerseys. I hope they can bring the town back, but like use it in a different color scheme. Hopefully, but that's pretty much all I have. So here's your mini Oakland Arena. And now let's go to 880. So let's go speed up. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. And you see a beautiful view of Oakland, California. And you see and you see these white things. Well, my friend calls them dinosaurs, so I'm gonna just keep it that way. The dinosaurs. Well, the port of Oakland where they do their cargoes and their trades and blah blah blah. And there's 880 sign. I'm trying not to say that 880. That means I'm from LA, but I'm not from LA. I'm from the Bay Area itself. So we're on 880, and you see that beautiful beautiful Bay Bridge, the Oakland Bay Bridge, where now they have the Warriors logo on. And then you got the palm trees, so I'm just going through a way like around it. And now we are entering Highway 80. And here's your view of the Oakland Bay Bridge. Imagine I built the old Oakland Bay Bridge. I mean, it could have been cooler, but a lot, but it'll be like a lot to build. But this one's really easier. This took me like 11 years and almost 9 months to like master this through, and I did it. So you got the Oakland Bay Bridge, whoop, and then we're going to take a right, even though there's no freeway on the right. I just want to introduce you to Treasure Island, my own custom version of Treasure Island. So I took some inspiration look from that building, Treasure Island, and yes, it did got some inspiration from that Indiana Jones film. And right here you got the Creeper of Liberty, where I am also paying tribute to my old Minecraft world that I had since I was like 10 years old and 11 years old till the file got corrupted 10 years ago. But anyways, that's what the Creeper of Liberty was it's meant to be is paying tribute through all of my Minecraft worlds that I've made progress through the years. And now you see the beautiful Bay Bridge, the Oakland Bay Bridge, though. And now we are going to go to our next bridge, which is the San Francisco Bay Bridge. And then you see the ferry building. So now I am introducing you to San Francisco. So we are now on 80, crossing the Bay Bridge, and a lot has changed. And you saw the 80 sign. Okay, Dana, I feel so guilty saying that. But anyways, we're on 80, and then you see these random buildings, and you see that building, I forgot what it's called, and then you see one Recon Hill from the other side, and you see that clock tower, ta-da, and then we're gonna like exit on the left. So let's have a little tour of our San Francisco area. So we are crossing, and then we got the Salesforce Tower, the 181 Fremont Center. You got Salesforce Park. Wow. You got Salesforce Park. So you got the whole Salesforce buildings and the whole San Francisco view. Wow, this is beautiful. And you got One Recon Hill, Transamerica Pyramid, and you got Yerba Buena Park, and then another building that I built, and you got Moscone Center. That's where I got my vaccine, and then that's where I met some NBA players there. Well, the NBA crossover, LOL, and then you see Olivia Rodrigo and Bruno Mars, and then you see a random 49ers player wearing a, a jersey and a uniform. Hopefully they'll do good. They'll do good this year. And then you got the San Francisco Chronicle building where they do the newspapers. And this building right here, yes, does it look a little familiar? Yeah, it's the architecture that I built 3 years ago of Google Park. Well, now since I like made some adjustments to that, and right here, Transamerica Pyramid, and let's just call this 55 California Tower. Well, where you see this movie called The Pursuit of Happiness, and then you see Chinatown, you see the City Hall, and right here, oh yeah, this took a lot. I built Lombard Street, and then I built Coit Tower, and then I built Fisherman Wharf, but barely any progress, but that's okay. So here's a little view of my San Francisco. Let me see if it has a good view of the Bay Bridge. Since the PS5 like updated the render distance. No, not that much, but looks good. And go. So you see all other areas that are empty, but trust the process. And now the city hall. Yeah, the city hall. And I just built the one on the right. So the city hall I built like 2 years ago, it was like gray and then a little greenish. It was small, but now since I built this one, it's much bigger. So here you got the Billy Graham Auditorium, and I forgot what this building is, but you might have seen it. And then you got the city hall where the San Francisco mayor does most of his or slash her work. And now San Francisco is in a better fit since we have a new mayor. Let's just say that. Not being political, but it's true. And here you got Castro, where they celebrate LGBTQ month and the history behind it, and etc. etc. So I built Castro Theater and then this random rainbow building, and there's a lot to be built around here. So yeah, and here you got the LGBTQ flag, and oh yeah, what connects is Harvey Milk. And then our next one is the Golden Gate Bridge. I've also built this last year. Now it has so many improvements. It just looks so beautiful. You got right here. And you got Fort Point. This is the most biggest bridge I've ever built in my life. Like for real. Imagine like fifth grade, like looking at myself like 10 through 11 years ago, and then a 10-year-old version of myself look at this, he'd be very, very proud. So here's the Golden Gate Bridge. Like, look at the details I put in, like, from last year. Still looks beautiful. And right here, I tried to like recreate the iconic view of the Golden Gate Bridge. Well, you know that famous picture where they got the beautiful scenery and all of that. So that's the Golden Gate Bridge. And we got two more to go before times it's going to go up. So this is going to take a while. So enjoy a little scenery of San Francisco. And oh, I almost forgot the Palace of Fine Arts. So I'm going to show you the Palace of Fine Arts. I'm like literally the first person to build Palace of Fine Arts. I barely find one in the internet where no one built Palace of Fine Arts, but it's looking good so far. So enjoy the scenery. So right there you see 280, and now we are heading to the Giant Stadium called Oracle Park, and the Giants are finally doing good this year. Can you believe it? Like we finally got the right office. So this is the stadium like I developed so much. Like it went from Google Park and then a lot of changes happened. And this used to be a football stadium. Well, okay, well, not in the real history, but in my history because this is the area where I built the football stadium like almost 5 years ago. And it was Oracle Field. And now 5 years later, I transform it into a baseball stadium where it's the home of the San Francisco Giants, Oracle Park. So you see a Giants logo and Oracle Park itself. And you see the Willie Mays number legend himself and some other customs I built. And next up, oh, you got I forgot what bridge it's called. It's the Lefty O'Dole Bridge, something like that. So I tried my best. And then we are going to the area where where it represents the town, the city, the bay, aka the Golden State Warriors. I mean, we'll be back next year. I mean, if Curry wasn't injured, I say it could have been a tight series. Like it could have been a really good series, but it's okay. We're staying strong. Though I know there's going to be like a lot of changes in the off season, so hopefully this off season will go good. Like hopefully after the NBA Finals is over. So right here you got Chase Center, and then you got this random Victorian building. So that was the very first Victorian building I built. So you got Chase Center, and then we're gonna go inside. Ta-da! Here is the inside of Chase Center. Like where the Warriors play. I also did sat in front row seats, and then I also scored a bucket in Chase Center. Not kidding, but I shot a ball in Chase Center, like around here. Yeah, around here. Yeah, around this area. And then you got the Warriors banners and the Jumbotrons. So, but later in this YouTube channel, I will post videos of certain places in of the whole Bay Area of my Minecraft build. And now next is is the San Francisco International Airport. So almost built this almost a year ago, so it's been 11 months. And I did some, well, this is the design. Ta-da. I mean, this feels like, GTA 5 inspired because it's almost next to a basketball arena. And then on the back, I did a little bit of my own custom because the airport is very big to build. Is Mabuhay San Francisco Bay. Welcome, San Francisco Bay in Tagalog. And then it has some Filipino colors representing my culture and etc. So that's how it gets started. So means welcome San Francisco Bay. I think that's what Mabuhay. Yeah. And right here is the one last thing I want to introduce is Levi Stadium. So this is where the Super Bowl of next year is going to be. Hopefully the 49ers make it to the Super Bowl and hopefully we'll for us 49ers fans and Bay Area fans, hopefully we'll see what we've been dreaming of ever since. So we're still holding on to it. I don't want to jinx it, so here is the 49ers field, and here is my design of Levi's Stadium. Ta-da! So that's pretty much all I have. So thank you for watching. I mean, just enjoy the scenery, and thank you for watching, and enjoy.